Yeah, you don't need any of that, just the car and then the center, okay?
My family is really mechanically inclined. Like on my dad's side of the family, everybody like wrenches on cars, or they like work at a body shop, or they own a body shop, and so it just kind of comes naturally. You're gonna use the fluke meter instead of the meter that's on the on the board. The leads, two things. If you remember, the black lead goes to ground, right? And the red lead goes to power.
That technicians are going to be doing out in the field are going to be electrical based, and it's not going to, you're not going to need big muscles to be able to do that. You're going to need to use your muscle in your head.
Down somewhere, so you know what you have, like what kind of voltage you have.
Another thing too, I might want to add about working for my first dealership was how important it was to have a mentor.
So if you don't get like a good connection here, then it's not gonna work as good.
He'll say, hey, have you worked on this before? Hey, have you did this kind of work before, this kind of repair? And I didn't know, or I would say, no, I haven't. So then he would specifically say, oh, well, hey, I guess this is what you're working on next. So it was always really exciting to work on new things. At first it was a bit of a challenge and a bit of a struggle because of everything being so new. But over the years, it's part of the environment that we live in the industry. You have to really constantly be learning, and you've got to understand that you always will be learning.
I remember telling my mom that I was nervous because I don't expect there to be many girls in my classes. I walked into class and there were no girls as students. It was very refreshing noticing that it was my professor that was a woman and that would be teaching us, and it has been super inspiring.
No one tells you how scary it is. Because I feel as if the older I get, the harder I've become to love. I don't know how to like who I am. But I'm starting to think that maybe I'm just the type of person that no one can love. What about me isn't good enough to experience all these kinds of things?
Nothing at all. You're perfectly fine. We're perfectly fine.
How can you be so sure?
I don't know. But when I'm with you, I make the world feel less lonely. And no one comes into this world knowing how to love or how to care. We just learn in whatever messy way we can. But that doesn't mean we can't have our milestones and our own thing too.
Maybe this is it. Maybe this is what love is. All we can do is love those around us. And hope that they can feel it too.
Want to know why I left the prom early? Because I wanted to save my last dance for you. Everyone can see us now.
Let them watch.
Remember to ask me to prom next year. Okay?
Riley and I grew up next door to each other. He was my first friend, and yeah, the most self-possessed person I've ever met. All day, I've been hearing people describe Riley as someone I don't really recognize, and I've felt confused, like maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I don't think I am. Riley was my tormentor. At home, at school, no matter where I went, he could always find me. And I wish I could say that that doesn't matter now, but it does to me. I know he had his own pain, and I wish that we could have seen that in each other sooner. Maybe things would have been different, but that doesn't excuse his behavior, and it certainly doesn't excuse yours. I've been thinking all day about what I would say to Riley if I had the chance, and now, standing here, I think I need to tell you. The story I was often given was, he wouldn't bother you if you just toughened up, which is just straight people for faggotry comes at a price. You brought this on yourself. And he only got away with it because you let him. Because the truth is, he learned it from you. Everyone saw what he was doing to me, to all the other kids who couldn't defend themselves. And instead of doing something about it, instead of stepping in, you decided that I was the one who needed to learn a lesson. And for that, you should be ashamed.